Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your reading. Guys, I'm putting dates on my readings, but it is whenever it resonates with you. I'm feeling like unfinished symphony. This may not resonate with all of you Geminis, but if you find that anything resonates with you, give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope your season finished off nicely for you. KIPPER also had this, so you might want to look at KIPPER. It's unfinished symphony. So there's something unfinished that you're working on. I feel that that's your energy at this time. That energy is around you, or someone's trying to work with you to collaborate, or someone is just seeing you like the answer also. This is what I'm hearing, Gemini. Again, guys, this may not resonate with all of you, but let's take a look at where you see yourself energy right now, Gemini. You see milk and honey. Something beautiful is happening for you. Your energy. We also have the rainbow here. It's like, I feel like you're in a good space. I feel like you're seeing changes. Something that you really want is unfinished, but it's coming in. And I feel that you feel that. You know, this is a beautiful card. This is milk and honey. This is having that structure within yourself, also on the outside. This is how you feel right now. And if it's not, it's what this unfinished sympathy is about. It's about finishing up something that you started. Now, you may have some fears in how it's going to turn out, but the universe is telling you, milk and honey. There is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It could really be a pot of gold. I don't know. But there's some treasure, some hidden treasure, something you've been waiting for, working on, or moving towards, and that is going to make you very happy. Something in your life is changing. And I feel like that feels good within you. The energies, how people are seeing you, deep knowing. People are feeling like, they feel like you know the answers. Like, Gemini, I feel like someone that you're dealing with, or there's a situation around you where they're depending on you for this happiness because you have it within you. It's like you have the key, the tools, or the way someone is like, they feel like you look at things deeper. And of course, Gemini, right? We're always in our mind. We're figuring out things. Sometimes it's really hard to sleep when things are in your mind. I'm seeing like putting a puzzle together. Someone around you feels like, I just feel like they feel that you have the key to something, that you have the answer to something. And I'm not feeling it so as codependent. Maybe someone, or there's a project. It could be at work, Gemini. And someone's calling you in because they need your expertise. All right. And you may not, from what I'm hearing, you may be in this happy place. You're feeling good. You're doing what you have to do. And you're feeling really good, and you haven't been in that space in some time. I also feel there's some type of abundance that's coming in, or has already happened for you. This is what I'm hearing. But this deep knowing is, I feel this because this is the way people are seeing you. They feel like you have something to offer, something to give. And perhaps you do. Maybe you got a raise, or they see that you're building something beautiful. That what you have, I'm also hearing, Gemini, someone else just wants to be a part of it. They feel deeper about you than you really know. You may think it's a surface love, or a surface commitment, or surface that someone wants to work with you or collaborate with you, but it's much deeper than that. It's like, the way that I'm seeing this, Gemini, it's almost, it's like you've healed, or you're showing healing. You're showing to be a leader, that you're showing to be strong. Like you have a lot of wisdom in something. Even if it's a job, we got We got 43 here. You know, 8 is walking away from things. It could be like the 8 of Wands, communication. Someone could be coming towards you with a lot of communication, which will cause you to go on a journey of movement. It may be a movement of jobs, movement of homes. Definitely could be a movement in a relationship that maybe had been stuck or stagnant, but it is now turning into something that you could not have ever imagined. This is what I'm hearing, Gemini. Now, this may not be for all of you. There may be a job also. Now, what is the spirit telling you? I swear, Cusper had this. You've got to check Cusper out. A change in the wind. And so, Gemini, there's some change that's coming that you're going to have to adjust yourself to. I get it. You might be in this beautiful space and you just got everything situated. I feel like you've been probably working on, okay, maybe a budget or your home living space, traveling, whatever it is, maybe even a relationship. And now there's a change coming in, but it's so much deeper. This change is even to evolve and bring even more happiness and love and joyful and commitment to you. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. What did I just say? This change in the wind is so beautiful. It says happy, happy. Like you cannot get more happier. I feel like you're in a space. If it's surrounding you. So this is the overall for your reading. Happy, happy. Cusper had happiness. This is your time. We had 7-7, you know, the gate for 7-7 open. That's about manifestation. And whatever you've been, you know, and if you feel like, well, I don't really manifest, whatever your heart's desire, right? Manifestation is about setting intentions and realizing like, I want to be happy. I want a committed relationship. I want a successful job that I feel good in, accepted in. I want, boundaries to be strong, but I also want the boundaries that I put up are boundaries that are beneficial to me, not to keep all the goodness out and not bring any goodness in, more goodness. So if you're in a happier space, happy means more happiness is coming in. So if you're doubting something right now and you're like, oh, this is going to change everything, or oh, I just met this person and I'm in a good space, I've healed, I accepted who I am, I got this going for me, and now this is happening. Something is happening to change of the wind, but it is deeper. It has a deeper purpose for coming in your life. And this deeper purpose is to make you even more happier. That's what I'm hearing, Gemini. Okay? We also have higher power. Yes, look at this. It's beautiful. It's bright. It's angels. It's ancestors. It's that higher you. This is clarity is what I'm hearing. Higher power is like the Ace of Swords. This is like it will come in so clear to you that you will understand the mission of and you may have been wanting to get clarity. I'm also hearing too, Gemini, like you've been moving in a certain direction and things have been working out slowly but surely. But now you're at a crossroad is what I'm also seeing, like the Two of Swords in its relationship against work, or I'm in a good job and I'm building and prosperity is looking good. I've been focusing on that, and now here comes this relationship, or else it's a relationship and it's great, it's beautiful, it's abundant, and now your job either wants you to move or they want you to do something different, or it's something that you feel will take you away from a space and where you're at right now, and you're supposed to move in that direction because this situation is something there for you. Even if it's a lesson, Gemini, this is a happy lesson. This is like some outcome that you didn't know was going to happen. So say if you're all balanced in your relationship and now this job situation has come up or offer something, it could be family. It could be something that the family wants to do or outside of your committed happiness that you already have. Something, the wind's about to change. Things are going to look different. With the zebra here, things are about to look different. And it could have a lot to do with your structure, your community, your job, your family, your relationship. This also could be a time where you felt doubt within yourself, and now you're feeling good, and you're about to feel good because the winds is about to change. If you've been sad or stuck or just feeling like nothing's working in my favor, like the winds is about to change, and you're going to see it clearly, Gemini. So stay focused, and I'm also hearing, Gemini, that you may need to look at your diet, at the way you're eating, maybe things you're intaking. It could have an effect on you. Some of you doing, but with the milk and honey, you're doing you've changed your diet. You are eating more healthier, or how they call it, pushing yourself back from the table, or maybe you're working out, or you're spending more time meditating and clearing your energy before involving yourself in. It's like a new routine that you're getting, and you wasn't really clear of why you felt this way or why your body is going through. And I'm just hearing some of you could be, depending on where you at, could be going through the change of life. Some of you are also releasing a burden of a time of just not being sure. That's what I'm hearing, okay? Let me see what else we got here. What we have for milk and honey here? What do we have for milk and honey here? We have death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. With the milk and honey, that's the end. Like, I feel death card talks about endings for new beginnings. It's a new chapter in your life, Gemini. You are moving on. Something beautiful is happening and opening up. Like I say, like, this movement inside of you or around you. When it comes to deeper knowing, we have honesty. I can't always accept the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. This deeper knowing is within you. I feel like this deeper knowing is the honesty of knowing certain situations you worked in or tried to build in, it didn't work. You got a deeper knowing now of what to invest in, what really makes you feel good. But I also feel that the honesty comes from understanding that you are meant to have abundance. You're meant to have a lover, a trustworthy, respectful lover. Like, you are entitled to this. And you've worked hard to get this. So you can trust that lover. You can trust that job. You can trust this movement, because this movement and this change in wind, it's putting you on a different path. It's putting you on we had 7-7 got the gate open, and it was about a manifestation, and it's about manifesting. So if you've been really focused on moving in a certain direction, is a reason for that. And if you find yourself like attached to something or can't get a grip on how to release something that may even be in your mind, like perhaps thinking something's not going to work out, or this is not the right time for something, or you're not sure that a change in the wind is happening for you. What is this change in the wind for the Gemini spirit? Because they're ending their old cycle relationships. All right, this change in the wind, that is what I just told you. Change in the wind is about relationships. I am unattracted to those people who serve my higher good. I'm sorry, guys. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So that just feels, it's relationships, it's family. Like, you're choosing family members to deal with and not deal with. This change of wind could be some family members you had difficulties dealing with them, like they wouldn't accept you. Like, the zebra represents your own person, your own personality, your own growth, like where they expect for you to work or what they expected for you to do. And I feel like you playing your own music now, and your music is your own happiness, your own sympathy of your own music, of how your heart moves. And I feel that you have guidance and spirit there in the relationships, that's coming towards you. I feel that if there is a situation where you're having to move communities, jobs, family, new people coming in, all this is for happiness. This new change, the change in the wind, just know that whatever it's like I see a clock and it just all of a sudden strikes 12, right? So it ends everything that happened before that. And now there's a new day. This is what I'm hearing. A new day, a new dawn, a new way of looking at things, a new way of feeling things. And I feel you're looking at it from a point of what you deserve, what you're entitled to. And the universe is now, Gemini, that you understand you're entitled, you deserve this. You're going to look at things differently. Like, I feel like when sometimes good things happen to you, Gemini, you're always afraid. Like, yeah, okay, but what's next? Or just like afraid to jump in because, you know, when you jump in, you're guarded. It's like you'll do it, but you walk in it with your guards up. And I feel this is a time to walk in and let your guards down. All right? We have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to do. I feel like there's something someone wants you to do, Gemini. And you already know you have the key, the answers, you know how to do it. And it's like someone's calling on you because they know you're the one. If it's at work, I feel that maybe you didn't want to be a supervisor, or you've been a supervisor or a manager, you know, anything where you oversee people underneath you, projects. Maybe you've been the head of projects and you've been doing that for quite some time. Oh my goodness. I just heard Gemini like, yeah, I have been doing that for quite some time. But everyone that works under me is, you feel like they cipher off your energy. This is what I'm hearing, Gemini. Gemini, I'm also hearing somebody wants to come up off of your energy. It is you. But they may show up in a certain way, like they want to help, but at the end of the day, they know that you're the one. Like you really come up with the answers in the direction of how to get something done. I also feel like there may be a love around you that is so committed to your ideas. And you may feel like, you know, I get that, but, you know, I want them to come up and help with their ideas. Gemini, you're meant to be the leader. I know it. And you probably like, I'm tired of being a leader. I'm always leading. And then, you know, I don't know. I'm hearing some of you feel like you have to keep doing stuff over and over. Like, I already done that. So now I got to do it again. And you feel like something's happening that's going to backtrack you. And the universe say, this is not a backtrack. This is a move forward. I'm hearing, Gemini, you have to do this in order to move forward to even more happiness. That's what I'm hearing. I don't see it as difficult because I feel like you already know the answers, or it's something that, okay, Gemini, I feel like it's something you're reliving. Like it already has happened in your life before. If it's not the same situation, it's appearing to be the same situation. This is the way your mind is set. But the universe is saying, you have to do this, Gemini, in order to get the answers that you need. You have to do it. I don't know what this is in your life, Gemini. Please put it down before. Put it down. And this has happened in your life before. That's what I meant to say. But I don't know what this is. But this is, you feel like it's a retake. And you got grief under the bottom. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So in the past, Gemini, whatever this is, you're having grief about it because you thought you was done with that chapter. But you honestly are, Gemini, because you've grown so much within the time, whatever this timeline is, of feeling like same situation, repeating something, or a person, place, thing, something you've been working on and now you're back at it. And you're like, wow, you know, I'm in a good space. And now I feel like something's finna pull, you're afraid something's going to pull you back. And the universe is like, no, this is to actually push you even further. That's just what I'm hearing. And you may have some grief about the situation. You may not want to do it, is what I'm hearing. If it's a relationship, it may have some, similarities of something in the past, but it's not the same. This is what I'm hearing, Gemini. It's not the same. Whatever situation is when you appear to do this, I feel the moment you step into that energy, you're going to see that it's not the same. That's what, because whatever I feel in the grief is, that's what's going to elude you, because it's going to be released from you, and you're going to realize whatever you've been holding on to, if there was some type of bondage or anger or fear about something, and you feel like, I did that and I overcame it once, and now I got to do it again. The universe is like, you think that this situation is going to pull you back or be a downfall to you or whatever, but it's not, because you're going to have all the tools you need, because the universe says happy is necessary for you now. So not just happy, the universe wants you to be ecstatic right now. So something's going to happen, and you're going to realize that that past is over. It's not the same journey, or you're just getting through that. That's going to bring you so much more happiness. That's just what I'm hearing. That's just what I'm hearing. Let's get some tarot out here, because the tarot tells us a little bit more about what's really going on here. But Gemini, if any of us resonate, y'all give me a thumbs up, comment below. You guys know I love to hear from you. Okay, this milk and honey, because you got a pot of gold here. You got something growing here that's ending. There's a new growth here. What do we have? We have the 8 of Cups, and it actually, y'all know, sometimes I take things in reverse, but the universe is the 8 of Cups is in reverse. That's definitely upright. The 8 of Cups is walking away from things that no longer serve you. So you've done that. Now in reverse, this is like, don't walk away from your emotions. Don't walk away, because there's the end to the old cycle and the beginning to the new, which is abundant, which is love, which is care. Milk and honey. Like, it could be prosperity. It could be a new job, a job you didn't think you wanted. Now you finna take it because you feel more abundant and powerful, like there's a blessing coming in with it. If it's a relationship, you walked away from relationships and put an end to it emotionally within yourself, like you looked at it and seen it wasn't, because the 8 of Cups is, going into the 9 of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment. It's the 10 of Cups, it's happy, family, love, joy. And that's what I see, this milk and honey. So the 8 of Cups in reverse is saying, okay, Gemini, don't walk away from your emotions at this time. If it's a relationship, it could be dealing with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But I also see, a lot of fire in this death card. It takes a lot of time and passion. And something could be very passionate around you, too. You could be very passionate about someone. Or someone is very passionate about you, is what I'm seeing, too. But they just feel like your energy is so positive to them. And maybe you had doubt about someone. And the universe is saying, like, don't close the door on this, because there's something more coming. The old way of looking is also what I'm hearing. The old way of looking at relationships is changing for you. Oh, Gemini, I hear it may not show up the way you thought it would show up, but when it shows up, it's going to be beautiful. This is a time and space where you're collaborating, Gemini, your mindset and your heart. Like, I'm also feeling this has been a healing journey for you. Let's see, what is this? Spirit, deep knowing and honesty, Spirit. Deep knowing and honesty. We have the King of Swords, man. This deep knowing and honesty. That's the deep knowing is like the King of Swords to me. So that's like twice, and then it's honesty, true, honest information. Like somebody, and this is the energy outside of you is deep. It's honest. Somebody, you could be dealing with a court situation, right? Again, it could be work. But the truth is clear. It's true that, yeah, you've had some difficult things and times you had to work through. And I also feel like somebody sees that too within you. Somebody may be telling you, Gemini, this deeper than you think. Like, I have emotions for you. Honest, whoever's telling you this, Gemini, I just feel like, and this ain't gonna be for all of you, but someone is expressing themselves to you, and they're trying to meet you on your level mentally, swords, truth, honesty. But deep down, there is some emotions they need you to understand of how they truly feel, but they're not telling you their deepest knowing because they're trying to meet you on your level. So maybe this person talks a lot with you and they don't really say love a lot. Or maybe they say it, but then I feel like you may stray away from that. I'm also hearing like if a job have you going somewhere, they have a plan for you, but they're not telling you, right? And it's just like emotionally felt, like they feel emotionally a deeper knowing is you're the one for the job. And they're not sharing that with you, but they're, looking at the situation logically, you're the best choice. But they're not telling you that yet. But I feel honestly, you feel it, you know it. And you also know that you're probably the best person for this relationship or this job or whatever this situation is, an investment. But it's all about being honest. And I just feel like somebody's trying to be real strategic on how they work with you, Gemini. I feel like they know the clarity. Yeah, we got the high priestess. Also, here, Gemini, somebody is afraid of you. They may even feel you do some type of magic and spells. Not in a bad way, but some people ignorant. And I'm serious. They, anytime something beautiful or good happen in your life, they always feel like something you have to be doing something, especially if you're a tarot card reader or you meditate or do sages or they be like, oh, she probably put a spell on you, or this is what I'm hearing. You may even be in a relationship where someone thinks it could be a naysayer or whatever. But I'm also hearing someone like, if they put a spell on me, so be it, because I love it. Okay. And somebody, or a situation of people around you, it maybe that has ticked you off because that you have a good heart and that Gemini, I hear you like, I don't even got time to be wasting time on trying to put spells and stuff on. I'm working on me. And that's why I feel like the happiness, the joy is coming. Like, Gemini, you ain't on that. You're not trying to spell people. You're not trying to hope people have downfalls or anything. You're trying to help them. And if in a situation, you look at it honestly and see it for what it is, and it doesn't match your harmony, and you feel deep about it, that this is not, then you look at things logically. It's like you put the pieces of the puzzle together, and pieces that don't fit, you releasing them. That's what I feel. And people think that, like, because you have a new beginning here, and it's full of abundance. All right, now abundance can mean several things, Gemini. It's family, it's friends, it's jobs, it's community, it's financial. Okay, and when people see you changing, maybe you buy a new car, or maybe you got a new look, maybe you're going to the gym, right? Because you're taking care of yourself, neutralizing the inner temple of your heart. And that takes some time to do for a Gemini, because Geminis are in their head most of the time. And that the click of clarity sometimes takes some time, because even though we're in our head and we're thinkers, at the same time, sometimes we have to let our emotions involved in our thinking process. And that's sometimes hard to do, because our mind tells us like, this is trouble, right? It's like that intuition. Our intuition comes from the mind. And if you look and analyze people for who they are, especially if you have Aquarius rising, guys, like, that's double the mind, okay? And you could care less if you spend time with this person or not, especially if it keeps you in your mind. I'm also hearing, Gemini, you like the type of person that, not all of you Geminis, but you give people enough rope to hang themselves. Like, I will be there for you, but the moment you betray me or turn your back on me, or I feel like it's not really feel, you get in your mind, Gemini, that somebody's trying to wrong you or be slick or sly. Unless you are in your emotional part of it, you're only going to deal for a certain length of time. But that Gemini part will cut. It is the Queen of Swords. You just cut it out because you feel the truth, you know the truth, and when they connect, you're done. I don't know why I just went on the spiel, and I guess that had to do with High Priestess. So that means there was some secrets, some things you wasn't clear of in the past that now are so clear to you, and that you get it, you understand it now, and you can actually respond to people honestly. Like, I'm dealing with you, I'm not dealing with you. You know, that's how I feel. All right, let me just keep going, y'all. This reading will be too long. Let's see this wind of change in relationship. Because it's definitely got to do with relationships around you. Some of you, I'm feeling like your family. We have the Four of Pentacles. And it came out in reverse. And I'm going to keep it that way. You know, the Four of Pentacles is like that miser. And upright, the Four of Pentacles could represent holding on to something for dear life, right? It could represent holding on to something for dear life. This Four of Pentacles in reverse, this definitely shows me of a time I'm not holding on to anything. I'm wiser now. I'm stronger now. And the only thing I'm holding on to is my true belief in what it is that I want to hold on to, right? So that's, again, relationships. That's coming under relationships with a change of winds. You're changing how you working with people. You're changing how you allow them to work with you is what I'm hearing, Gemini. Relationships. I am attracted. I don't know why I keep saying attached. And maybe it was something you was attached to that you've released, right? Because you do have the death cards. And you're releasing the old way of dealing with people, places, and things. Relationships. People who serve. You may have a whole new family, Gemini. And people think family all consists of blood. No, it doesn't. Family also consists of love. People that show up to you that feel like family. You might be like, there's a new person came in my life, and maybe they whole family. You feel more love from another family than you do from your own family. Or someone more supportive to you. I also heard a soulmate. I don't know, whichever way it is, a soulmate that's so supportive of you, and you've never had someone that supportive of you. And this is why the winds of change is changing in your relationships, because now the universe are bringing in people. It says I am attracted to those. So you are attracted to people now that feels your spirit, that appreciates you, that truly sees what you're doing and wants to be part of it. And that's because, again, they see you not only, okay, some of you may be very financially off, very great, in your finances. And of course they may see that. Maybe you got a nice house, a nice car, a nice job, but you also have a good spirit, a good sharing, loving, caring spirit. I'm seeing, Gemini, like, you may open up your peace to others. This peace you find within, I feel like this peace that you have, this happiness, this joy is shining outside of you. And you think you're attracting, people towards you. And it may be a lot of people, and that's why you're not so clear. But the universe is like, no, you are actually attracting people that you can bring into your circle, that understands you, that loves you, that cares for you. Then, and if it has not grown there, right, the change or when it's like your whole surroundings is about to be different. Whether it's family, a lover, a job, a community, movement, like things are really about to change. And I feel like that's happened because you've let go of the relationships that you knew It just wasn't right for you. It didn't play a good part in your life. It may have bad memories. It may have not been very successful, but you kept fighting and holding on. And whatever, I feel like something had you in a bondage. Like maybe you felt you didn't do enough, or you felt that, you needed to show up differently, or you wasn't showing enough love, or you didn't have enough commitment to something. And no, the universe is like, you need to release that mindset. You are good enough. This new direction you're going in, the new people or situations around you is all for your happiness. I'm also hearing, Gemini, you may have to leave, or I've heard you already have disconnected from certain connections. And those connections that you disconnected from, I feel that they may try to pull on your energy, but that's because you got milk and honey. They are now realizing that their milk and honey is gone. That's what I heard. They're realizing, I just heard someone in particular is realizing that they should have held on, that they made a mistake by letting you go, Gemini. Someone is realizing. Hold on, Gemini. Someone didn't know who you were. Or if they knew who you were, Gemini, they took you for granted. Someone took you for granted, Gemini, and you was very much, Four of Pentacles was upright, so you was very much attached to the situation. It could be a job that they realized that the worst thing happened was to let you go, or to let you either move to a different job, a different area, or, okay. Gemini, okay, it's coming in. Gemini, so say you was a regular worker, Gemini, at a job, and they moved you to maybe a supervisor, maybe a different location, maybe a manager or something, into a higher position. That position you left, where they move you, they just like, they feel like, now this could also be a structure of someone wanting to hold you back, that you release that anger about. Because you may feel you went in a position and they were trying to get you to do both. Okay? So, yeah, they gave you a higher position. I don't know why I'm hearing this. This is for somebody. They gave you a higher position, but they wanted you to do the position you was already in plus this new position. They know you deserve the new position, right? Because of prosperity and abundance. So there was an increase in your income, in your title. But now they can't really get anyone to fulfill that position. Now, if this was movement where you were hired or promoted, or another job took you on in a higher position or whatever, somewhere in the back of just Gemini, somewhere in the back, somebody's regretting that. Maybe they gave you a different location or something, anything. They're regretting the fact of movement. That's all. I mean, however that resonates. Okay, here's another scenario, Geminis. Whoever this resonates. You was in a relationship where you gave your all. You was very much committed. You wanted it to work out. And this person knew who you were, but they didn't want to show up to show you who you were, because they felt by doing that you would leave them behind anyway. So there was something that was on the timeline. And they had some type of connection or root, whether it's children, family, maybe some type of abundance. It could have been a whole marriage, a whole family, something else, right? So one part of it is work, and the other part is relationships. But whatever it is, you're releasing it. And they had no choice but to release you. They couldn't hold you any longer. So if somebody tried to sabotage you, Gemini, it's done. That's over. That's death card. End of that. And the Eight of Cups is you know, you understanding that emotionally there was some disappointments there, but there also was something that you felt you couldn't walk away from with the Eight of Cups. But the clarity is there. And it's maybe someone not wanting you to walk away from a job or a relationship because they know with you doing that, it changes things emotionally. It changes the way the family look, is what I'm hearing. So if it was like a whole family and committed, so now it's just like the father and the kids or the mother and the kids or I don't know, like maybe you had to split the kids up. I don't know. It has to do with they just knew, Gemini, with you having the discipline to walk away, that you would be more accomplished and successful. And mostly because of your mindset changed. And you became more disciplined in your own happiness. So when you realize that something was not for you, it's like a light went off. This is what I'm hearing. Like a light bulb went off. And though it hurted, right? And I feel like you may have tried several times to walk away from the situation, but it kept drawing you in or pulling you back. I don't know who this is for. But no more pulling back and drawing in. You're gone. It's changing. We have the moon under the bottom. Gemini, I feel like self-consciously, you're in the back of your mind, you always knew something. You always knew that maybe you had made the wrong choice and that maybe you had stayed too long in a situation. We have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Swords. Yeah, this discipline, the Seven of Swords. This is like, and then you have happy. So the Seven of Swords is like getting away with something you may have ran out on and they wasn't even aware. You just like, when I told you that light came on, you just walked away. Maybe it was a job you walked away from. You didn't tell anybody. Could have been a whole home, family, or it could have been just a relationship. It could have been anything. You know, Seven of Swords it's not always lying and deceptive. It's the Seven of Swords is like, to me, sneaking away in the night. It's like you trying to sneak away to find you again. And you can't tell everybody because you have to find you again, like you lost yourself in a situation that you needed to be disciplined in, of your own harmony and happiness. It's like you suffered. Well, everyone around you probably was happy. They was loving the income the job was bringing them. Liking the way that, loving the way the direction the job was going in. Or maybe you had a home that was, everybody there and you was taking care of everything and everybody in that home was happy, but you were unhappy because you had to find your own harmony within yourself. Like, no more making sure everybody else was good, because that was not where your happiness was. And it's about relationships. And it was about releasing toxic things that kept you bonded. Now, I'm just hearing, this is not all of you. Some of you realize that you were taking toxic things to get over what it is you was doing. Like maybe, drugs or alcohol. And you was indulging in too much alcohol because of you being in a space and time where you wasn't happy and you was trying to suppress, knowing you're not happy, knowing that you needed more out of life, even though you were doing what you were doing, maybe the head of the house, maybe a boss at a job, you were doing a lot, but was that what the spirits wanted you to do? Like, was that happiness for you? Or was it happiness for everyone else around you? I'm seeing too, Gemini, like you maybe come in from work and everybody is, hey, how you doing? And happy and running towards you and maybe planning for a family trip, camping, adventures and all that. But there was something missing for you. No matter how much was around you. Now, why that was the place in your heart that these people or situations were all happy and you wasn't, that's something you had to find out. You had to go deeper, right? A deeper knowing. Like, what is it that's making me uncomfortable? What is it that I'm doing where I can't be as happy as them? I'm also feeling you may have got jealous at some point in time of all the happiness around you, but you were bringing that to others, but you wasn't having it for yourself. And the Seven of Swords is, like I say, you have to get disciplined about something. And the discipline was about your happy. Your happy. Not just other people happy, but happy. That means other people can be happy, but you want to be happy too. And so you have to discipline yourself about that. And the Seven of Swords is, maybe you took a trip and you went off and didn't tell anybody. Maybe you took a vacation from work, or you're about to take a vacation from work. I don't know how long this reading is, Gemini, but I'm just giving you the message. Y'all, you can fast forward if you want to, but this is what the Spirit is telling me. Like, we have a Three of Cups. Yeah, where's your happiness, Gemini? Where's your celebration? You know, with the Moon card in the back, I feel like it's been hidden from you from so long. Like, when have you went out with your friends and really enjoyed yourself? Maybe you got children and you can't get any peace. You can't find that peace within yourself. It's not you don't love your children, but Gemini, where's your celebration within yourself? Feeling good about being a mom, feeling good about being in a relationship, feeling good about being a husband or a wife, being a dad. You know, like, everybody needs that fulfillment of happiness and love to keep going on this journey. This journey is an experience, and you're not experiencing your happiness. You wasn't experiencing celebration, and some of you didn't even celebrate yourself because it's so hidden, so deep. You think you need to celebrate everyone else, Gemini, but no, you need to celebrate yourself. You need to be happy and committed to yourself. Now, this also in some ways could mean that you were celebrating, or I'm just saying that some of you may be like drinking too much, and it's because that's the only celebration you got for yourself, and that's just not acceptable. Okay, and the universe is like, they want you to be happy, not indulging in all the toxicity things to suppress your feelings. Let your feelings up. Take away the toxicity. Take away, you know, if it's drinking or drugs or whatever, when you release that, you see the truth that you truly need to be celebrating yourself, but in a healthy way, right? So some of you do need to, I'm just hearing, watch your intake, because that's going to help you too, right? With the knowledge to see what truly is happening here. Look, what's happening here is the Sun card, Gemini. Your happiness. This is clarity. This is really, truly having the right people, the right family, the right job, the right community, you know, that lights you up. And under the King of Swords, that's double clarity. And it's honesty. And it's a deep knowing. This deep knowing brings in honesty. It brings in clarity of seeing who and what, when and where you need to do things, and what it leads to, the Sun. You end with happy, and higher power. So the universe it's got you on the change right now. So it's like you don't have a choice, Gemini. The universe is bringing this happiness in for you because you've been downplaying some stuff. Or things that you had to release. The Four of Pentacles, you are releasing. The Four of Cups is you definitely feeling like, you know, a time of despair, you know. And I also feel like there's someone right there. The universe is bringing someone in, and you know, them 3 cups probably full of who knows what kind of things you're drinking in them cups. But this cup that's coming in that door, it's a fresh new start. Page of Cups again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You got Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo here. I just feel like times are really about to change for you. This 7 of Swords is that time you ran off to work on yourself. I feel like the return of Gemini, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, under the bottom. That's the return of Gemini, the Knight of Swords. This is movement. This is clarity. And you coming in with that sword. So truth, right? So that 7 may have ran off, right, to get clarity. Some people may have thought you was lying. Some people may even think you was having some type of affair. Just because you needed to pull away and get clarity in your own happiness, that people are going to feel like, you know, you may have did something deceptive, right? Because I told you, some of them think you're into witchcraft or whatever, and you ain't even, you like, I don't even got time to be playing with other people's lives. I'm working on my life, you know? So that's not what you did. And anybody across watching Gemini, that ain't what they was on. If Gemini put space in between you and ran off, Gemini needed to find clarity. Gemini needed to find Gemini happiness. So, and if you get that, then you meant to be on this journey with Gemini. And if you don't get that, then, you know, you're going to be on the other side of this death card, right? The end of you, and they moving on. I'm just saying, that is what I got for you. So we got the Knight of Swords, information coming in quick. And why did it have to come in? Because the Moon card, the underline for it again is Moon card. That was the clarity. That was the self-consciously knowing that there was something that had to change and you didn't know what it is. But with the Knight of Swords and the Moon, this information you didn't know is coming in clearly. I also feel like you may be telling somebody, Gemini, about themselves, if they think that they're going to, and when I turn it this way, Gemini, wait, let me finish that thought, okay, Spirit. If they think that they are going to come in and tell Gemini about themselves, they got another thought coming. So if you have been that person and had this deep knowing, but you was very silent and quiet, if someone comes in, I feel sorry for them too. If they come in very negative, trying to tell Gemini about Gemini, Gemini has the clarity now, and somebody gonna get told. Okay, I don't, you know, ask for any violence, you know, I don't do none of that in my reading. I always ask for peace, love, and happiness and the best outcome that the universe would have for you. But at the same token, I don't feel there's no situation where we turn in the other cheek. All right, so people might want to be, if you have to lash out to someone, Gemini, I feel you're going to do it in a way that will let them know, just go mind your own business and leave mine alone. Okay, and especially anyone that feels like you're trickery and that you're lying or cheating or whatever like that, you're gonna know, Gemini. You got the clarity. The Moon card, when it's forward, it's the Moon card into the Knight of Swords. So whoever's been hiding in the dark and they got something slick to say or whatever, it's best they look in the mirror at themselves and what they bring to the table before they come running towards you and blaming you for certain situations, because I don't think it's going to turn out good. I feel like you'll be sitting there like, yeah, well, fine. You know, like, and they may even feel like you could care less. But this is all about a new journey for you in happiness and releasing the things that maybe people even tried to get you to have in your mindset, okay? Like getting you to feel like you're the cause of the problem or whatever. And Gemini, I feel like right about now, with the 9 of Wands, you're like, I've been through more than enough with you in this situation. Whatever it is, it could be job, family, or friend. You're like, you just can't come tell me nothing, right? Because I already been there, done that. I've been through enough situation. And with it, you know, and you're not playing the wounded warrior anymore. You like, bring it, and I'm gonna tell you where to get off. That's what I'm hearing. Like somebody gonna try and tell you something right about now. You just like, it's best you leave me alone. If you're not for me, you're not on my in my best interest, or you got negative things to say to me, I'm out. I'm gone. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Keep that energy for your mama. That's what I heard. That is so bad, but that's what I heard. That's what I heard, Gemini. I hope you ain't telling nobody keep their energy for their mama, but then in a way, hey, yeah, go run back and tell mom or something. I don't know if a mom got something to do with it, but it's some older woman or something, and you could go take that noise over there, because I don't want to hear it over here. I don't know who that's for. You know, so it could be an in-law, could be anybody. Okay, let's get this closing message for you, Gemini. I don't know how long this reading is. I lost count, but I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share. Change is coming. I can't make it up. You got happy, or change. We got this twice. The universe is not playing with you. Look at that. Both. 2 times. And it's in your spiritual advice for you. Change is coming. I am here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities. I told you. Gemini, follow the star. That's what I'm hearing. Follow the star. Follow your healing. Follow your knowledge. You're going to get the information you need. Release what you no longer serves you. And you've doing the work. You've done something. And the universe is telling you change is coming. And this one was a change in the wind. You're different. You're not going to show up the way you've been. With that zebra, them stripes, you're showing up differently than you've been showing. And you're going to shock some people. But guess what? This is all for your happy. Not happy, but happy. And you got milk and honey. So, enjoy what the universe has for you right now coming towards you, or you're already working towards this. Or perhaps this reading really helped you, Gemini, to see that the change is coming in. There's a change in the wind, but this change in the wind is for your happy. So, if you were guided to this reading and you've had any doubts or confusion, I hope this reading helped you and you got something out of it. Love and light, Gemini. Bye.